Hello my friend, in this video I'm going to answer the question, how many artists are on Spotify? So there are at least 3 million creators and artists on Spotify. However, the last time that this official stat was provided by Spotify was in March 2018. So this number is likely to be significantly higher today. Spotify is the most popular streaming service in the world right now, so it is natural to wonder how many artists are on the platform today. So I did research this and I'm going to dive a little bit deeper into it. But before I continue, I wanted to let you know that I've also written an article on this topic. So if you'd like to follow along, or if you simply prefer the written word format, simply Google how many artists are on Spotify Best Friends Club. So to find out how many artists are on Spotify in 2021, some light detective work needs to be done. So in February 2021, Spotify held an online event called Stream On, where they announced that there are over 60,000 songs being uploaded to Spotify every single day. Back in April 2019, the founder of Spotify, Daniel Ek, mentioned that there were nearly 40,000 new songs being uploaded to Spotify daily. That means that in the span of fewer than 2 years, the amount of songs being uploaded to Spotify each day has increased by 50%. Considering that Spotify has not officially made a statement on how many artists were on the platform since 2018, it's safe to say that that number of artists on Spotify has increased, of course. So applying some rough math based on that 50% increase in songs in the last 2 years would put the number of artists in 2021 to around 5 million. However, I definitely want to make it clear that this is just an estimate since Spotify has not released any official numbers at this time. Also, one thing that I do want to mention in particular is that if you look at this statement that they made a little closer, they mentioned 3 million creators and artists on Spotify. So obviously this would mainly include podcast creators as well. Spotify also has a service called Spotify for Artists, and Spotify actually released the information on that as well. Spotify for Artists is essentially a dashboard where Spotify artists can log in and see their stats for their songs and how they're kind of doing, how many listeners they're getting, from where in the world they're listening, and whether they're male or female, that kind of information. As well, it gives them the opportunity to pitch to the Spotify editors as well. And in terms of that Spotify for Artists dashboard, there are at least 1 million users active on Spotify for Artists, which is that online tool that Spotify created for artists to manage their music and their presence on Spotify. So again, in February 2021, at that Spotify hosted event called Stream On, they mentioned that they had reached the milestone of having 1 million users on Spotify Artists. So now you might be wondering how you can join one of these 5 million Spotify artists. It's actually a lot easier and simpler to do than you might think. So one of the reasons that there are so many more artists on Spotify each year is due to the fact that it has never been easier to actually upload music to Spotify. Although Spotify does not allow artists to directly upload to their platform, it's actually super easy to upload to Spotify as an artist. So instead, Spotify teams up with music distributors to act as the middleman between artists and Spotify. Artists simply sign up to a music distributor, upload their music, and it gets distributed to streaming services such as Spotify and Apple Music and a lot of those other more popular ones. This is also super easy now because a company called DistroKid came along and started offering unlimited song uploads for a small annual fee without taking a percentage of any of the earnings that you might get from your music away at all. So in the past, it was honestly way too expensive to get music on Spotify because there was only a small handful of these music distributors, and you had to pay them a fee for every song that you wanted to be distributed and added to Spotify every single year. So if you had 10 songs, you'd have to spend $10 per song every single year, which obviously adds up and does not make sense. So if you'd like to learn a little bit more of how you can actually get your music on Spotify, in the article that I mentioned, and I will put a link to it in the description as well, I go into detail about this a little bit more, as well as how you can pick a music distributor. I actually have my music on Spotify and I use DistroKid and I love them and recommend them. There will also be a link in the description to save 7% on your first year with them, but I also go into detail comparing DistroKid to a lot of the other more popular distributors, as well as getting into detail of how you can actually claim your own official Spotify profile, which gives you that blue verified checkmark and access to the stats in the Spotify for Artists dashboard. And I go into detail of how you can actually start building up and growing your Spotify streams in general in this article as well. So with that said, hopefully that answered the question that you were looking for and more. If you did find this video useful, make sure you like and subscribe and all that good stuff so that you can see more videos like this. Other than that, enjoy using Spotify if you're just a listener, and if you are an artist, then good luck on your next release, and I will see you in the next video, my friend. Have a good one.